Today we are going to import another CSV file using AutoFeed Wizard. I have already logged in into the admin panel, and now I'm going to go to a Wizard page. Here I'll select test merchant, which I have already created, and click on the next button. Today I'm going to upload a file. This file a client provided, saying that he wanted me to test this file, so I uploaded. I click on the next button after successful upload. Now this page tells me that I should download it and see its content. This is a good step. This you should do, especially in case if you are not familiar with the format of the file. Be patient. When it says go to the next step, only then go to the next step. Like here you can see now it says go to the next step, so I click the next step. Here I can review the file. Then I click on the next button. Now this format of the file will be auto detected by the system. It selects comma as the delimiter, which is correct. I go to the next button. Now it will count rows in the file. How many rows are there? It says that there are 29 rows, and as you can see in the background, new step has been loaded, so I close this step is regarding adding custom tasks. I'm not going to use these tasks in this tutorial, but it's a very good feature. You can you can replace some text, like let's say some merchants give you data feed in which they say that you have to replace your user ID with your actual affiliate ID. That should be like XYZZ345. So using this you can easily replace that. Instead of doing manually, it will do this automatically. Anyways, as I said, I'm not using it in this tutorial, so I'll just click on the next step and I'll wait. And as you can see in the background, the next step has loaded, so I close it. Now again, as I said, this will auto detect the format of the data feed file and will select all these entries for you. It is doing everything for you, but as a system it's best that you manually review it everything before you save it into the system. It's selected category, main category as the correct category, then product name it's selected, it is also correct. Image it didn't select, so we'll click update and we'll select okay, this is the image link, so we'll select use this column for image. Description is fine, price is fine, link is also fine, so everything looks good. Now we'll go into the general settings. Can add new categories and products. I want to add new categories and products. I don't want to use category mapping. I want to do a match with product name. So all these are correct. Again, remember information about the file, this step and general step. You have to do both these steps before you click on the next button. After that, I click on the next button, and that's it. I'm done. Now manually, these settings you have created manually, if you want to run this feed file and import it, you have to click this running man icon. But you don't have to do it manually. Also system supports is very well. You can just create a cron job, and all these settings that you add for different merchants, the system will automatically every day, every week, will download these files, will unzip these files, and will import these files into the system. So here we are just going to do it manually, but if you want to do it automatically, you can just set up a cron job for this, and this data will be imported automatically every day, or depending upon the frequency that you have set up in the cron job. Cron jobs are created in, again I'll mention, cron jobs are created in the control panel like cpanel, plask, direct admin. They are not created here. They are something that your server does. So the hosting control panel is where they are created. We just give you the commands that you have to use. So during creation you just use those commands, but you create them there. Okay, meanwhile the process has finished. So now we are going to review the import process. First I'll just start the category tree cron job in the background. Okay, uh, once you have finished importing manually a data feed, this will be the output of the page. Remember, this is the most important line. It gives you link to the log file. Whenever you have any questions, you should review this log file. I'm going to click on this log file link and it will open another window. Okay, this tells me what this does with the file, and there were these rows and it imported correct successfully data feed file process. So it means that this step went well. Now basically this log file is a combined log file for all the merchants, and it contains link for individual rows for each file. So log for every record in the feed file will be created. This is the link. I click on this and another log file opens. This log file is for this particular merchant feed, meaning previous log file will contain several links like this for all the merchants that you have. Okay, I'll just explain you a little about this log file. I have explained in other tutorials also. This top command says about the settings with which the system is importing. This tells you about the columns that are used, and this is just little legend about the colors. Now it has, this log file has two links. One is successful log link, and one is failure log link. Previously we had just one link, one file which contained all success and failures logs, but then clients requested that we create two separates. So these are there. We'll go into them later a little bit. Further it says total success is 28, total failure 0, not found 0. Okay, now we'll click on success log. It will open another log file, and this particular chunk, this line number 2, basically this log file is giving you all the actions that it perform on a single line. So it's further breakdown of the actions. Now you see how important these log files are. They give you detail to the very depth, like they drill down into these finer details. Line number 2, it created a main category. It then successfully added a product, then it successfully copied image, then it added a price. So it went good. Now we are going to check the front end also. Here you can see first time when you open the page, it will load images slow because it's building the cache for them. So all these products are added fine. You can use category mappings. In this tutorial I didn't use category mapping. There is another tutorial in which category mapping was used. So you can see it all worked perfect. You can now set up a cron job so that manually, instead of manually importing it, it is imported on regular basis automatically. That's all. Thank you.